again, this is Bruce Burkhart, and we're going to talk about incoming baby pigs in our custom finishing hog barn today. And the first thing I'd like to show you is some of the paperwork that we do. This is the packet that I get from the people that we work with, and in here I have to keep the number of pigs every day. I have to write that down. And then in the middle here, the daily readings, I have to read the high temperature and the low temperature and how much water they used for both rooms. I have to do that every day that those pigs are here. And the last page here is the treatment sheet, which says this is the sheet that where I document that I check the pigs every day, and if I use any medications, and how long, and what the medication was, and how we treated them, and how long it stays in their system. So we do have to keep track of a lot of stuff. And we'll just review over here on the computers. This is the monitoring system here, and that's where it tells us how much water that the system, that each room uses, and by the green lights that are on, which fans are on, and so I can keep really close track of the conditions in the building, which is very important when you have little pigs. These pigs just came in Friday, so they'd be about 21 days old today. This is just how they come in the building. This pig here is just a little bit small. I'd say he weighs right at 8 pounds, which is kind of the minimum. And when they come in, we always visually check these joints right here. That's where we can have some problems. If their tail is fresh cut, if there's any problem with infection there. Their belly button, if there's any infection there. They can also have some infection, damage on their ears. These on their front knees there, that's normal from nursing on their mother. And so this is a good pig, he's just a little bit small. So what we've done here is in this pen, this is a brooder. That's a propane heater, and that gives a zone heat. The ambient temperature here is about 79 degrees today. And so with the combination of that brooder and these pads, they have a nice warm place to be. There's about 125 pigs in this pen for this area right here. We start these pigs, we start them on pellets. And so that's a feed that's just in a small pelletized form as versus being in a ground meal form like they get later. And so we do feed them a little bit on these pads. And I was going to say, in these feeders and waterers, that water is just in there with no pressure, and so the pig will go over there and he'll drink a little water. Remember, he has to learn how to do that. And so this works very well for starting pigs because it's just like a puddle, and then the pressure is released there when they drink water, and they don't have anything spraying them in the face. And so the feed runs down these tubes, and there's a spinner in there. And they agitate that feed to get however much feed they want. And so we try to just make it as nice and clean and warm and dry for them as we possibly can. This is one room of 2 in this building. Like I said, each pen holds 125 pigs. There's 8 pens, so this room holds about 1,000 pigs. And they came in over a period of time, about a week to 2 weeks as would be average. This is the pen we call the treatment pen. And so when we have young pigs in this building, we're constantly putting pigs in the treatment pen and taking them out of the treatment pen. There's probably 40 or 50 pigs in here out of 2,000. And so it's just a constant maintenance issue that we got to keep going. So I have here an antibiotic called Exceed, and so it's very effective on these pigs. We're just going to give him a shot right here. Give him a little bit of a shot there, and so he'll be okay for 3 days now. I don't have to treat him again for 3 days, and we mark them, the ones that we treat. And so this is how we take this kind of our hospital pen. What we're going to do is we're going to give these pigs what's called a gruel form of feed, and that's the pellets plus a dry powder additive we put in the water, and then we put the water in with that, and they really like it. just to review another time, when these animals they can go anywhere they want in this pen, and their manure does work down through the slats. The slot in the floor, then underneath of that is where the manure is stored, and we haul that out in the fall out on the field for crop fertilizer. So it works really well. The other thing that we need to do with these pigs, so they came in about 3 weeks after they get here. What we're going to do is we'll bring those pigs in the front pen here, and we pick them all up individually, and we give them one vaccination, and that helps with the respiratory and some of their gut issues that they could possibly have. So we're going to eliminate some of the potential problems they can have by giving them a vaccination, just like people give children what they call their childhood vaccinations. That's kind of what we do here. We only have to do that once. And so what we've done here is we've provided an excellent atmosphere for them to be in. There's no predators that can come in. The temperature is very steady. The diet is very steady. All right, thank you.